Do these look like pajama pants? Or do they look like fun Christmassy holiday pants? I can't decide. But anyways, hello, hi. How are ya? Welcome back to the channel. I decided to just start this vlog a day early because I want to hang out with you guys because I'm home alone. I was gonna just do a Friday vlog, but we're halfway through Thursday, so I figured let's just make it a Thursday Friday vlog. I've just been having a computer work morning, and my only social plan besides work stuff today is this evening. I think I'm gonna go over to my friend's house that just had a baby and just like help her out while her husband's at work, if they're feeling up to it. The baby just had a little procedure a few days ago, so if the baby is feeling up for it, those are my only plans tonight. Tomorrow's gonna be fun though, because I'm going to take y'all with me. I have an appointment to start looking at our options for our little kitchenette that we're building out upstairs. If you've missed a few vlogs, you might have missed a lot. We're turning the upstairs into its own like duplex. And we're also doing that in January, because if you missed the last vlog, I'm taking off all of January. So it is a perfect time to do construction because I'm not filming. I'll bring you along for the very like preliminary planning part of that. And also, something that I'm very proud of myself for is I've officially finished all of my holiday shopping. I got it all done. I got every single person's gift figured out, ordered. I ordered a lot of things during Black Friday, of course, like as we all do. And I figured out some really good gifts for Jordy and my dad. My dad is so hard to shop for. I actually both got the music related things. Dad, if you're watching this video, click out right now. Don't watch the rest of this video. I both got them something from JBL. And I'm getting to work with them on today's video. So I'm gonna show you what I got for them, because men are hard to buy for. I mean, these are great presents that work for like any person, any gender. That's the great thing about music. But specifically my dad, his interests are like tennis, coffee, music. I feel like I actually did a really good job this year with what I found for him. And then obviously Jordy is a musician. So any sort of like music gear always hits. So anyways, they came in literally today, like 20 minutes ago. That's probably half the reason why I was like, let's start the vlog, because I want to show them what I got the guys for Christmas. Okay, first, the couple of things I got my dad. I did get him two things because there was a really good sale happening. I'll link the things down below in case the sale is still going on. The great thing about their earbuds too is a lot of them offer free 2-day shipping, just in case you're getting down to the wire and you're like, uh-oh, what do I get my brother for Christmas or whatever. My dad is so particular, so like obsessive about the way audio sounds. Like he's constantly on the hunt for like a clearer, crisper thing. He'll put like headphones on me all the time and be like, do you hear this and this and this? So I did a lot of research and I got him these earbuds that I think he's gonna love. These are the JBL Tour Pro 3. They literally have a touch screen. They have this smart charging case, which I just charged it to be able to show y'all. It charged so fast, but you can customize so many different things. Wait, flashlight. Oh, the screen turns into a flashlight. You can customize so many different things about the way that the sound is, which I just know he's gonna love, but you can also see like messages. You can change your songs and stuff on here. You could change the wallpaper to like a family photo. Like you can play with like the equalizer and like the ambient sound and things that I know he's gonna care about. Also, something that's cool about this is if you're on like an airplane or at the gym and there's a TV screen, you can plug the case into the screen and then it acts as like a receptor for your wireless earbuds. So you don't have to have a corded thing. So cool. There's like a lot of little features about that I feel like he's gonna love it. These are very nice. So I'm glad that they were on sale. The other thing is not here yet because I got something custom. I didn't even know that they did this. This is like the best gift idea ever. So I put a family photo on the speaker for him. We took this really great photo when we were on a family trip together and it has all of us on it. And it's the speaker that I already know he loves because he takes it literally everywhere, but it's a newer version of it. The other great thing about gifts from them is they have an extended return policy. So that's just great. That's always peace of mind when you're giving somebody a gift. But the thing I got for Jordy, this is his big present. So brace yourself. He's gonna freak out about this. This is the JBL Authentics 300. It's basically a really, really, really nice speaker. And the thing I like about it is it can be a Bluetooth speaker. So of course, you know how that works. Or it can be a Wi-Fi speaker. So you can like attach it to Wi-Fi and play things not on your phone. Because the thing I hate is when you have people over, you're hosting a party and you're playing music from your phone, you can't use your phone to take like videos or like look at a TikTok or whatever, because then it would play over the speaker. But if it's on Wi-Fi, you can still use your phone. So he can use this for work, but we can also use it for hosting. And he can also carry it around and like have it in his studio for work, or like bring it outside if we were having people over to swim. I think he's just gonna love it. It's just so nice. I feel like I've had some years where the men in my life have kind of flopped. So I'm just genuinely so excited for this year. My dad's gonna love this. The spatial 360-degree head tracking. Are you kidding? Like that's some like audio nerd stuff that he's gonna really appreciate. So thank you JBL for partnering with me on this video. Definitely check and see if these items are still on sale, because the sale was really good when I was picking these out. So gonna fly home to Texas with this, which is nice. Max also got groomed this morning and they gave him a Christmas bandana. You want to show them, buddy, how handsome you are? He finally got all the little spots from the hospital where they had to like shave him to put sensors. It's all evened out now. You can never even tell it ever happened. Oh, also, I can open this back up. We had someone in the backyard, so I had closed this door for him. Be free! He's like, no, I'm good, I'm chilling. I ended the last vlog last night at my management's holiday Christmas party. It was so fun. I'm really glad I drove all the way up to LA for it. I saw people that like I did not expect to see there. Like for example, I don't know if y'all have been around since this long, but back when I was an actor, I was the lead in this pilot called Cupid's Match. It was on CW's like streaming platform. One of my like co-stars from that was there, and he came up to me, he was like, Michel, it's been years. And I like at first hardly even recognized him because it's been so long. And his girlfriend is a tech YouTuber. So she was there and he was her date. So that was really fun. I got to meet some of my manager's other clients. Like there's this sweet gal in LA, her name's Paige. She's primarily on TikTok, that my manager was like, you girls will totally be friends. So we got to meet, I got to meet the team that's been like taking over while my manager's on maternity leave. Oh, I got to meet Aspen Ovard and her sister Avery, sweethearts. I just like got to like meet so many people that I've kind of connected with online over the years and never met face to face. And I don't have any YouTuber friends here. I feel like all of my friends that I have gotten to know over the years are so spread out. Like Michelle Reed is in Texas and Chloe Wynn is in Nashville, and like just so spread out. So it's nice to like connect with other creators in the area. Most of them are TikTokers, which makes me think, do I need to try harder at TikTok? I do enjoy having it as my unhinged platform that I don't have to try very hard at. Something I've wanted to do on my list, which is just a silly for fun thing, is tape up some more Polaroids that we took during the holiday week. We have all of these that we took with the family, and I have them all laid out on our coffee table because we just took a picture of that to use as the icon for the family Christmas album they all filmed. They literally recorded a full Christmas album, 48 hours. Every single family member sang a song, and I think they're gonna put it on Spotify. So that's the family I married into, I guess. Incredibly talented. And then there's me, but we have all of these still on the coffee table. So I want to tape some of those up. And we also have some with Jake and Elise. I love this one so much. I just think it's so cute. We were playing Cards Against Humanity. Let's add to my fridge wall. One day this fridge wall is going to be full of photos. I do want to like space out the occasions though, so that there's not like too much from one occasion. So let's do it. Officially later. I've just been working. I've been working and doing laundry, but I am getting to go see baby tonight, and I asked my friend what she's craving as a new mom, and she said Nectarine Grove, which I am so excited for. So I got some Nectarine Grove for us for dinner. If you are gluten-free and visit San Diego, Nectarine Grove slaps. They have 2 locations. There's one that's okay in Leucadia. I would say that has more of like a lunch dinner menu, but there's one in Del Mar that has a bigger bakery. I think it's bigger. It looks bigger. They might be the same, but the bakery at the Del Mar location has crazy gluten-free things. Everything there is gluten-free. You can get like chicken and waffles. You can get like, I don't know, breakfast burritos. And then all their baked goods are so good. So things that are normally hard to find gluten-free, they have it. She got a veggie bowl with brown rice, balsamic chicken. And then I got a chimichurri bowl with quinoa rice, grass-fed steak. And there's like tons of veggies and stuff in there. So I'm about to head on over, hang out with her and baby. We're going to try to make our own gluten-free sourdough starter. I don't remember if I mentioned this, but we're gonna try to make our own starter so that we can try to make our own gluten-free breads and like learn a bit more about that, which will be really fun if that works out. So I am excited for a whole day with y'all tomorrow. I need to get all of the measurements upstairs tomorrow. I can't forget that before we go to our appointment because that's very important. It's Friday. Jordy gets home today. I'm so excited. Well, tonight. I think he lands at like 9 or 9:30. So I'm going to pick him up after our Ikea appointment downtown today. I need to get all of our measurements today. The Ikea appointment's like 6 to 7:30. So I'll have some time. Maybe we can go on a solo date for some dinner out in downtown San Diego on a Friday night. I have a Pilates class at 9. But I think I'm gonna get ready before, which is like, sounds crazy, but I really don't sweat enough to like ruin my makeup. And if I do, I mean, I've mastered the body shower where I hop in the shower and don't get my hair or makeup wet at all. The only class that had any availability was the 9 a.m. So that feels kind of in the middle of the day and I don't wanna like spend an hour getting ready from 10 to 11. I just wanna be ready after the class to jump on work and everything we need to do today. My last rheumatology appointment in LA, we were talking about my joints, how they, they tend to swell and get really painful with lupus whenever I have a flare, but then they also tend to dislocate easily with EDS. My joints are like forever one of my biggest issues, but I was telling my rheumatologist how I've started doing reformer Pilates and I feel like my joints have been subluxing less. And he was like stoked. He was like, that is amazing that you're doing that. Please keep doing that. That's like one of the best things you could do. And I was like, oh. Okay, because to me, Pilates feels like such an unnecessary luxury. Like it feels like just, I don't know. I have a membership, so the cost per class isn't bad, but it does feel like a privileged workout. But speaking of doctors and medical things as well, I have been listening to this audiobook. I'm just only about to be on chapter 4, but I'm going down a Dr. Gabor Mate hole after listening to him on that podcast that I talked to y'all about recently. What are you barking at? Ever since I listened to that podcast, was it the Mel Robbins podcast? Anyways, I talked about it in a vlog recently, and the whole vlog about like, am I addicted to stress? And then somebody emailed me and was like, hey girl, I've been basically trying to recommend his books to you forever because he basically talks about like you. And I'm listening to When the Body Says No, The Cost of Hidden Stress. And it's really fascinating because it's basically, he's deep diving into the types of people that end up developing autoimmune diseases like lupus. He goes into a ton of them. How it's like, yeah, we're genetically predisposed, but that doesn't mean you get it. Like what makes people form these autoimmune diseases. And so much of it is literally just personality types because it's the way you respond to the world around you and the way you hold stress. And a lot of times it's like people go through a traumatic event and then they start to develop their disease. As y'all know, I started to develop lupus in my early 20s when I got married and was in a very just like unhealthy environment all the time. And he's gotten some heat for essentially like, it can come across as if he's victim blaming people that develop these diseases, being like, you're the reason you developed it because of the way that you are like a people pleaser and respond to the world and like don't have a healthy outlet for your stress. His intent is like, no, I'm trying to give people like the power, the control over their life to realize, oh, maybe I can have some say in my health depending on like the boundaries I have and things like that. And as someone who could be to blame, I love knowing this because it does make me feel even more validated in taking off January and trying to like really reassess the trauma my body holds and the way I interact with the world and see if it actually affects my literal lifespan. Like if it could actually have an effect on my autoimmune diseases and my more serious ones like lupus, which can literally affect your lifespan. Like it can get to the point to where people die of lupus. I feel like this is just incredibly powerful to learn about. I might have to dive into more of his books. I think he has quite a few. So if you're looking for something to read, my issue, my toxic trait, I need to read a fictional book for once. I'm only reading self-help or health books. I don't think I've read a fictional book since like, I don't even know when, so many years. We started our sourdough starters last night. We're trying to make our own sourdough starter without using any sort of culture, a gluten-free sourdough starter. So we'll see how that goes. I will need to feed it today, but why does this happen? You see these spots? They go into the washing machine without them, and they come out with them. That's a bummer. I did buy something as an experiment for all of these that keep happening. I don't know if it's our washing machine here, if it's something I'm doing. I'll show you what I recently bought. I just went down a TikTok or Instagram reel rabbit hole and I was like, okay, let's try it. Who knows how toxic this might be, but I saw people get oil stains out of their clothes with this. So we're gonna try that. I also just need to eat a little something before class. Wanna go to Pilates with me? Let's go. I'm gonna feel that tomorrow. Wow, we did a lot of abs. But I know I mentioned this in my solo main vlog, but I've started incorporating eggs back into my diet and it's been so much easier to get protein. So breakfast I have Greek yogurt with a little bit of granola and maple, and then I did a feta scramble on a piece of toast. And it was probably high school that I had an allergy test that said I was allergic to egg whites, but my allergist was like every 6-7 years that can kind of like ebb and flow and change. So now that I'm almost 28, I'm like, let's experiment and incorporate eggs again. And I feel totally fine. I feel totally fine. So what I've been doing, since it's just egg whites, is like this scramble is 2 yolks and then 1 full egg. So there's 3 yolks and like 1 egg white essentially in here. And that's how I've been like kind of just tiptoeing into incorporating more eggs. I mean, I eat things that are baked with eggs. Like if there's like a gluten-free cookie that has an egg in it, or like a piece of bread that has egg in it, I've always eaten that. So I've never like fully taken them out, but I've just missed scrambles so much. It's such a good breakfast. Package. I need your help thinking through something. For when we convert the upstairs to a duplex, that is currently where our only inside TV is. We don't watch TV a ton. We literally probably once a week we'll watch an episode of SWAT, and then like once or twice a month we'll have a couple friends over to watch a movie. But if my parents are going to be like essentially living there for part of the year, then we have no TV. So kind of on impulse, also on Black Friday, we got a frame TV for the downstairs, just so that when they're here we have some place for us to watch TV if we want. And initially what we were thinking was putting it on this wall. Like it's small, it's probably about the size of my painting, not the size of the canvas. And we were thinking maybe putting it on a swivel that we could like swivel out and see from the bed. But I woke up in the middle of the night being like, is that ridiculous? Like, is that gonna look so silly? Because the other thing we could do is put the TV over this dresser, which is quite tall, but then I could hang the mirror on this wall where the art is. I'm gonna pretend like this is just our TV, and I'm just gonna put it up here. I do feel like something vertical here just makes more visual sense, and then we can actually finally see into this mirror instead of where it is right now. It's too tall. What are your thoughts with that? I'm literally gonna watch back this footage to try to see, but this mirror is so heavy I can't hold it up with just my arms. I actually feel like that's not super uncomfortable to look up at. I'm sitting on the bed. This is my point of view from the bed. I would just have to obviously make sure that the things on the dresser don't block the TV. So maybe the TV would even hang a little bit higher, but having it leaning on that does kind of make it feel like it would be art, especially if it is lit up like art. You know what I mean? I've never, ever been a TV in the room type of person. I've never had a TV in my room. I'm trying to think. No. Weigh in if you can. And let's go get our measurements of upstairs so that I can bring it to our appointment today. The thing is, we have some funny angles on the walls, and I don't have like a protractor. And I wonder how important having those exact angles is. And if so, I'm gonna have to whip out my geometry from high school. What was it? SOHCAHTOA, sine, cosine, tangent. Does that have anything to do with triangles? Forgot everything I learned in high school, so might gotta Google. Okay, first, please disregard all my Christmas lights that fell. Second, I'm gonna pull these out of the way. The thing that's gonna be hard is this little angled wall here, because we can't just have like a corner situation. So we might not be able to go with Ikea. We might need to do something custom, unless we just buy like a couple pieces from Ikea and then do like a custom countertop or something like that. The plumbing for the sink runs through here-ish, so a sink will have to be somewhere over here. But it could even make sense to put the fridge against this wall, because there's an outlet down here. So fridge, sink, counter, and carrying the counter as like an L shape down this wall to have a lot more counter space in this corner. It's gonna be a kitchenette, so we're not gonna do like a full oven cooktop. We're gonna do a tovala and maybe like a plug-in electric like cooktop, like a 2-burner. You know, you see them in van videos all the time. Basically gonna treat this kind of like a van build out. So having perhaps over here like the little cooktop, the tovala, and additional storage would make the most sense. So let's get some measurements. This is exactly 31 inches. We just gotta make sure we find a fridge less deep than 31 inches. This exactly 71. That's exactly 22 and a half. It's nice that these are all exact. And then we probably don't want to carry this out too far, so that if it's like sticking out from the wall, you could still walk around this to the couch. So I would maybe even say only to like above the mirror. Like maybe 55 inches. Now do I need to get these angles? They're both obtuse angles. A super exciting package just got here, and I started opening it because I was like, what is this? Then it dawned on me. I feel like I should just open it first and then explain. It's so much bigger than I thought it was. Okay, if you watched my Christmas decorating video, I was saying how I wish someone would create a lighthouse tree topper for the top of the tree. And I looked for a while and I couldn't find any. A few of y'all found some and reached out to me. And thank you to everybody who did that. There was quite a few cute ones, and I ended up choosing this one. Max, do you love it? It's so big. Thank you. What a statement. I got here with half an hour to spare. Traffic added up. I didn't know that they sold cooktops, but I'm just gonna like walk through the showroom for a bit because it is fun to see the types of things that they have, especially kitchen things, and then I'll figure out where I'm going. Pretty nice. Ooh, this is fancy. Look, when I open it, the light turns on. Well, that's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I was just opening drawers and I was like, what's in this drawer? That's the dishwasher. That's so crazy. I bet there's Lazy Susan back there. Yeah. Wow. I did look in this pantry. This pantry setup is nice with all the different pull-out things. Oops. Okay. Well, might not be fully constructed. All right. Okay, here we go. This is a very accurate representation of like the size we will have. And look, this whole thing is $1,700. That is so great. Like this, incredible. The fact it has the sink built into it and storage built into it as well. Like, that's amazing. And this is probably about the same size of fridge that we would need. Just like a smaller, actually that's bigger than the one I was looking at online. I found one that was 11 cubic feet. This one's 13. So, and then, you know, like a little induction stove on top, maybe the tovala up on a shelf. I don't know. But then it would continue. Like, this is like pretty exactly the size, I bet. Oh my gosh, look at this fridge. This is cool. Wow. It's tall, but it's not very like wide. If that matched cabinets, that'd be so cool. Wow. Interesting. And this says temporarily unavailable. I'm not sure why, but something like this where like seating can be added for two would be really, really smart. But that could like fold away and not have to be there all the time. I think that concept, something like that, would be really handy. I'm literally sitting at a fake desk setup and the fake office setup to show y'all. I just went ahead and ordered the cabinets today, and it's so cool they give you this like pamphlet that has everything. This is not what I paid because I didn't order everything, but it's like the 3D rendering of what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get our own appliances because the appliances here I already found some online for like a third of the price. So it's just gonna be this little L-shaped kitchen, sink, fridge, and then we're gonna do like a little flat top here, little microwave range hood. And then I'm thinking about this little wall, doing like some sort of fold out table on the wall with like a leg that folds out so that you can like put it away or fold it out and have two people sit. But it was so easy, and it's all gonna be delivered. I got to choose the delivery date. I chose January 2nd to get it all done in January. And literally a full kitchen was $2,000 besides the appliances. And I know that that's a lot of money, but compared to other alternatives, I feel like it's quite a steal. I'm having such a great time walking around. Like, I probably come to a Ikea in person once a year. I feel like I've been to an Ikea in person maybe 4 times in my life. And it's just like, it's just such a hack for affordable home things. It's just so good. Okay, noted in the future, I'm getting frames here, because these are better than the like fake frames that I get at Michael's and cheaper. And they come with like a really nice mat on the inside too. So many different wood types. Just keep that in mind if anybody's looking to fill a gallery wall. The frames here are really great for the price. We got some late night car lighting. Sorry that it's a little intense, but Jordy's about to land at the airport. I'm about to go head that way and grab him. Got some cheap dinner. I am not convinced that In-N-Out is celiac safe at all. I feel like their fries are the most likely to be not cross-contaminated, and it is hard to find celiac safe fries, but I hardly go for that reason and that reason alone. But guess what we are doing? We're having a quick, cheap dinner because there's a pop-up Christmas-themed bar. It's called Miracle... Is it just called Miracle Bar? Let me see if I can find it again. It is open for just pretty much the month, I believe, like November to like the beginning of January. Miracle on 30th Street. I tried to see if they take reservations. It doesn't look like they do, but it's a pop-up bar in San Diego, and it's all like decked out Christmas theme. So we're gonna go and we're gonna see what it's like as like a little late night date. I mean, late night, 9 p.m. But we do have 8 a.m. plans tomorrow morning. We are meeting some new neighbors. The guys are going to surf and the girls are going to hang on the beach. So I want to make sure to get enough sleep, so I don't want to stay out too late. So I'm going to go ahead and just end off the vlog on a montage of the Christmas bar if we get in. I wanted to say thanks again to JBL for partnering with me on today's video and helping me figure out the last bit of Christmas presents I needed for the year. So that was great. I will link the things I got down below, and then just their website in general too if you want to check and see the items that might still be on sale. Very helpful, at least for me, with the men in my life. But I love y'all. I hope you have the best rest of your day. Let's go to Miracle on 30th and see how Christmassy it is.
Tell me your favorite Christmas songs. I'll only agree if it is not King Cole. Chestnuts may be roasting by open fire, but I'd take a sweater beside you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You give me Christmas magic. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like I've never had it. 'Cause it's snowing somewhere Christmas Eve. On my shoulder fast asleep, just like snow, I'm falling for you.